Hey guys, Coach Mitch here. Every year, a lot of qualified applicants for the UD Secret Service are getting removed from the roles and from the process. And it's because what I learned over the years when I talk to my clients is that many of you come to me in complete and full misunderstanding of what the super interview panel is actually evaluating. This is why my clients have a 92.7% pass rate, because I know what they're going to ask you, how they're going to ask, and more importantly, I know how we need you to answer regardless of your occupational background. So you think that the panel is just looking at experience, and this is where many of you fail. They're not looking just at that. They're looking at judgment, communication, professionalism, composure, and many other assets like that. So before you go in for your interview, you need to really truly ask yourself, are you really ready for this? So what I did, I devised a quiz for you here. Now, I want you to think about this. You're going to have 4 possible answers. I want you to answer the question that is not the right answer. Is not the right answer, okay? It's only 2 or 3 questions I'm going to ask you. If you want the full quiz down below, get into the comment section. You'll see down there, there's a link down there. Also, same as in the description as well. You really want to test yourself because you got to see where you stand in the paramilitary law enforcement federal level world. It's nothing like the civilian world, okay? Let's go through a few questions and see what how you're going to answer it, okay? So first question here is this. You're posted at a restricted access point. An individual becomes verbally aggressive after being denied entry and begins to raise their voice. So what do? A, maintain a calm tone and restate the policy while observing behavior. B, raise your voice slightly to regain control of the situation. C, create space and monitor for escalation while continuing communication. D, notify support if behavior continues to escalate. The answer is B, raise your voice slightly to regain control of the interaction, okay? That is the wrong answer, but that's the right answer here. Understand that? Because in the interview process, they're going to want to see, A says maintain a calm tone, right? That's part of being emotionally mature. And they're going to want to hear that from you. They even want to hear that kind of verbiage from you because you got to understand who you're talking to, right? These guys are serious business. They're Secret Service, Uniform Division. You have to answer in a way they're used to hearing, okay? D was notify support if behavior continues to escalate. So when you're watching somebody for escalation while you're doing the rest of your job, you're being what? You're being situationally aware. Law enforcement, especially Secret Service UD, you guys have to be proactive. You cannot be like a civilian walking around with the head in the clouds. You can't do that. You have to be proactive at all times. Therefore, when it says you notify support if behavior continues to escalate, right? So you maintain your ground, you maintain your bearing, you keep your situation awareness on this person here, but you don't notify yet. You just keep your eye on this person here and there while watching everything else as well, because you gotta be what? Situationally aware, head on a swivel, okay? Next one. A person refuses to follow instructions but is not physically aggressive. So what do? A, continue giving clear, calm instructions. B, request additional support if needed. C, attempt verbal de-escalation while maintaining control. Or D, immediately escalate to physical intervention. A, B, C, or D? D. If you say D, escalate to physical intervention immediately, that's a fail. Now you may think, well, it's obvious. No, it's not obvious, guys. Look at YouTube any day of the week. Look at your viral police videos. How many times do you see law enforcement acting before they're thinking, going viral because some words were said? This is a test of the ego. Listen to the question again. A person refuses to follow instructions but is not physically aggressive. So they're being verbally silly, but they're not physically aggressive. So there's no need to go, as we say in law enforcement, hands-on, because they're just talking a lot of trash, right? They're making sure that you understand this. And this is what separates your professionals from your non-professionals, right? You don't tackle someone over words. It doesn't work that way when you're working law enforcement, right? especially uniform law enforcement. They're just talking trash and nonsense, okay? Last one here for you. You observe a suspicious individual pacing near your post. What do? Immediately confront aggressively. B. Observe behavior and gather more information. C. Maintain awareness while preparing to act if needed. Or D. Notify appropriate personnel if the behavior changes. A, B, C, or D. If you said A, immediately confront aggressively, that's wrong. That's wrong. Look at B. B said to observe behavior and gather more information. This is what you do, right? He is suspicious, yes. He's pacing, yes. But he hasn't gone beyond that, right? You have some cause there, right? But you don't have enough yet, right? Look at C. C says maintain awareness while preparing to act if necessary. This is what you do, right? Remember, to be proactive, you got to be ready. In case this guy acts like an idiot, you got to be able to jump on him and do what you got to do. However, at that time, what he's doing right now, though, it doesn't justify your jumping on him. Understand? You got to be careful there, right? Because suspicious is not a felony or a misdemeanor. It is what it is. So you got to be careful there. D was notify appropriate personnel. That's not bad either. That's okay. What it isn't, though, is to confront aggressively. It's not that at all, okay? You guys, put yourself to the test. Before you go in for the interview with UD Secret Service, you should know how to handle these questions here, because some of these go into the actual. If you want real one-on-one coaching with me, Coach Mitch, I've helped so many people get through the process already. Got an ACE coming up event, whatever, get as well. Let me help you out with that also. Get into my description down below. Click the link you want to coach me for. Get into my calendar, and then you and I will do battle to get you past this process here. The UD interview for Secret Service is no joke. It's serious business, okay? Take care, you guys. I'll see you later. Coach Mitch. Bye-bye.